I'm going to be talking about wigs and hair units today. Wigs and hair units is what we're going to be discussing on this live. Women been wearing wigs for quite some time. I'm talking about in this new modern era. And now hair units have come for men who are afflicted with the affliction of baldness. And I want to know how you guys feel about it because uh, there's a lot of women who are shocked by men who are now getting the same thing that they putting on their head. You gluing stuff to the top of your head, they gluing stuff to the top of their head. And you got them, you sitting there walking around like this, flipping your hair. They walking around with dreads that they got yesterday. They got dread, they grew their dreads in 24 hours. They grew their locks in 24 hours. Y'all gonna have to, these men then took away one of your insults you got for them. You know how when y'all try to insult men, let me see that hairline? You ain't gonna be able to do that no more. You're not gonna be able to do that no more. What you think, David? Would you get a hair unit?
No.
Why not?
Um,
God bless you to have hair for all your life.
no, actually, like the body deals with stress differently, and I'm gonna explain something about like my personal experience. Sometimes from time to time when I was younger,
Yeah.
even up until in my 40s, I'm 50 now, I just turned 50 last year. I used to get bald patches,
Like
like right in the front,
like alopecia.
and Um, I don't know. I just think that I deal with my body deals with stress differently. Like, all right, say for instance, we'll all go through things or whatever. I'm not the type of person that would be like, you know what I mean, like sitting down discussing whatever my problems is. I just know my problems is my problems. I just think solution. So like how like say um
That is a
that's just
solution,
the way my
right?
body shows the
Like,
stress.
listen,
Yeah.
David, like a lot of women don't like their 4C hair. So they say that they're putting it in a protective style and then they go and glue some hair on the top of their head. That's their solution. So men who are going bald, they have two choices really. They can go bald and embrace their baldness, or they can glue some hair onto the top of their head just like women do, right?
True. I mean, I used to pay for women to get their hair and their nails done like in the dating stage, and that was when I was younger. And I've come to realization. I've told women, even the other day, I was having the discussion with this girl, and she was saying that she pays $15,000 for her nails done. This is in Jamaica, so that equates to about $100, right? Roughly
Yeah,
100 US dollars, right? To do her nails.
right.
And I said to her, any woman that I'm going to date now, your hair, your nails, your makeup is your responsibility because those are not things that I'm looking for my mate to have. So
So
therefore, if
you're saying
if you want to
so
maintain that for yourself, no problem.
so hold on. That's a good point you just made, David. So you're saying that if you get a woman who wears wigs and all of the long nails and the eyelashes, you saying that's an expense that you gotta shoulder on your own. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Because say for instance, say like, all right, me as a man, if I'm pursuing a woman, or if I find a woman that to say, well, she's the one, or we're gonna build something together, I have to adjust myself in order for her to find me attractive. Um, you know what I mean? To be like confident in me to be her mate, right?
Right.
So there
That's why
might be
that's why the hair unit helps. If you can if she likes a dude with dreads, you can have dreads in 2 days. If she want to do with
true.
waves, if she want to do with waves, you can give her waves and on date one. If she want waves on date one, you got waves on date one. I
Done.
mean, a lot of women. Listen,
If that's the deciding factor for her being in a relationship with me, I don't think it's gonna work.
okay. So
Like for
you
me,
want, so you want your
all
what?
right.
So you want your woman to be all natural.
Yes, I would prefer my woman to be all natural. Say for instance, all right, because we're all gonna make compromises. This is a thing that sometimes people don't really understand. Like I have my requirements, right? Now, if I'm going to be a smart individual, I can't go down my list and say someone has to tick all my boxes. What I have to look at my list is and say, okay, what is actually important and necessary for me to have a functioning relationship with a person? Now, say I want my woman to go natural, but she likes to wear makeup. You understand what I'm saying? That's a compromise that I would have to make in the sense that, okay, is the value of the relationship or the value of the person in comparison to me being with them in a relationship, is that a word, is that a is that something I can let go?
See,
You understand what I'm saying?
I personally like women that wear who can do their makeup well. I like all of the contouring stuff. I like the glam look. I like the smoky eyebrow. I like a woman that can do her makeup well because I like
No,
girly girl.
I like it. You know the reason why I don't like makeup?
Why?
Makeup is like eyeglasses. Once you start wearing them, once you have a prescription for eyeglasses, you can't stop wearing them.
Good. I like women that wear nice makeup. Man, that shit is sexy. I like a
No, but
woman.
what I'm saying is
I like
at
a.
at the detriment to the skin.
There ain't no detriment to the damn skin. Just go and get facials, and you can get organic. You can get organic and all natural makeup products.
And I don't want to ruffle any
Who is it?
feathers, but
Who is it?
makeup is a form of witchcraft as well.
That's a form of witchcraft.
Yes, it is. Do your research. You'd be surprised.
A form of. Hey, ladies, are y'all a bunch of witchcraft worshipers in here? Makeup
What
is a
I'm
form.
saying,
Makeup is a form
what
of
I'm
witchcraft. What lady want to come in and talk about makeup? Somebody come in. A form of witchcraft. Let me find somebody that's got a bunch of makeup on and bring them in and see what they say about makeup being a form of witchcraft. That's deep. That's deep.
did.
I'm gonna invite
Well, like I said,
I'm gonna invite some ladies up.
I'm not. I'm saying a lot of times we can be practicing things in which we don't know the full basis in which it's from. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Let's
Just
see.
like how.
Let's hear. Let's hear from a lady here. Let's see what she says. Hey Nova, how you doing? Welcome in.
Hey Don, how are you?
I'm very well. So David said that he don't like women who wear makeup for a few reasons. I personally like when women do they makeup well. I think that shit is sexy. Like I like women that invite me over. They done cook. They got some lingerie on, some heels. They did their hair and their makeup. To me, that's heaven right here on earth. That's a little. That's a little piece of heaven right here on earth. but but David is saying that this stuff leans towards once you start, you can't stop, and it leans towards witchcraft makeup.
I've
What do you think?
I've never heard of makeup being witchcraft. Um, so I don't know, and I don't wear it every.
Okay. All right. Wait. I'm gonna ask you one question. What is the functionality of eyelashes?
I don't wear them, so I can't answer that
I
question.
can answer you. Let me tell you what the functionality of eyelashes are. It makes your eyes pop more. It's a glam look that makes your eyes pop more. You have longer lashes. It draws people into the color of your eyes.
Okay. Now, okay. I'm gonna say something else. What is the functionality of a car?
The functionality of cars is to get you to point A to point B, from point A to point B.
Yeah, but I'm saying throughout time, people have been able to go from point A to point B. What is the functionality of a car? The functionality of a car is it enables you to get from point A to point B faster, more efficiently, right?
I guess
The
yes.
whole I, the whole invention of eyelashes and the original name of eyelashes are called cumbrellas because
I
they
know
were
that.
invented by exactly. So the functionality of eyelashes,
So you got.
the
So
functionality of eyelashes is that,
so
right?
hold on, David.
Now that
Let me catch
I'm talking about the ones that you paste on, the
David.
functionality of your
David,
yeah.
hold on a second. Let me catch people up because not everybody is familiar with 13th century um, French court styles and of the French court of the 13th century. So the lashes that you guys put on, they were originally put on in France by prostitutes, and they were called umbrellas. So when a man ejaculated his load, they would have these long lashes on so that they can
Protect the
shut their
eyes.
eyes, and so
Mm.
that the semen wouldn't go in their eyes. So that's what he says. But I want to hear from, what is it, Shate?
Yeah,
Was
you
it
can just call me Bree.
Bree? So Bree,
Yeah.
what's your thought about I want to get your opinion on a couple things. One, makeup and lashes. What's your thoughts on it?
Literally us girls, we just wear makeup to enhance how we look already. Like some girls can damn near shapeshift, but they just plain in makeup because they feel cute. But there's most of us girls, we're out here literally just enhancing. Like I have lashes, but I want them to pop more. That's literally it.
Makeup
Okay,
makeup is a
this
form of
is the
self
thing.
care for women. There's
Literally, it's
a
fun.
things that women do to to care for themselves. It's a form of self care. Like, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But
No,
but
true indeed. What
So
I'm saying, my thing is this. My thing is this. Understand the nuance behind makeup and why women use makeup. Personally, personally for me, I don't like makeup on a woman. Personally for me. Now, when I see makeup on a woman, it's not like I dislike her. You understand what I'm saying? But for me, I'm thinking, what does she look without the makeup? She if she looks gorgeous with the makeup, I still applaud her for looking good. I just don't like it. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm
I'm
I
not
mean
gonna knock I'm
I'm
not
just
gonna knock a female for using makeup. It's
okay.
just,
Okay.
for
All right.
instance, like
All
my
right, David.
preference.
All right, David. Let me bring in Siobhan. And for the ladies in the comments say, why are we talking about girl stuff? Shut up. Because we're men and I can do that because it's my platform. So shut up.
Oh well, I
Either
just
either either contribute or shut up. Go ahead, Siobhan. What's your thoughts on makeup and wigs and eyelashes?
well, it depends. Well, most women use it to seduce men. So it's different ways of looking at that. Some most men and I'm some people in religion say that that's maybe they call those Jezebels.
Jezebels?
Okay.
You talking
Yeah.
about so you think the makeup, the hair, the lashes, the long nails carries a Jezebel spirit?
Yes, maybe too much, like too much of it, like a real bright red lipstick, long eyelashes, caked on makeup, long hair that's weave all the way down to the behind, or that kind of thing, a seductive dressing, that kind of thing, being instead of being conservative, they've been more what's that instead of being conservative, they're trying to people nowadays, I should say, people think that sex sell, and if people demean themselves as women and they say, oh, I'm looking for this husband, but what kind of husband are you looking for? Because normally real men, a lot of men don't want a slut, excuse me, as their wives. They say, oh, I want to meet this gentleman, and I want this gentleman to treat me like a woman, but you dressed like a prostitute. You got your behind out for every other man to see, not just that special man. So you putting yourself out there,
So
to be
so
looked at.
So
as a Daffodil.
let me ask you this then, Miss Siobhan. Is it okay for men to get hair units? So they got these amazing hair units for men. Men can get any style that they want. They last 3 to 4 months. They cost a few $100s and they look amazing. You cannot tell that it's not their hair. Is that okay for men to do that because women have been doing it for such a long time? So a man who's going bald and a woman will say to him, let me see your hairline. And his hairline is messed up because he's going bald and he wants to get his confidence back and he wants to be able to confidently approach women instead of having a ring of baldness on his head. Is it okay for him to go and put to get a hair unit wig?
Well, it that be up to him, but it's for the woman to acknowledge who she's dating, who she's being trying to be attractive to. If he trying to please someone else, then that's he trying to build up his own confidence until he find himself, him trying to please someone else when he should be trying to please himself first. So that's up to him because
Somebody
some
said
women may go for it and some
some
women, myself,
somebody said in the
you
somebody said in the comments those toupees look terrible. These are not toupees,
they
guys.
do. And the line, the chalk
I've
outline with
seen some
The-
that look good.
these are not toupees we're talking about here, folks. We're talking about high
These are
end,
full on lace
full
fronts for men.
yeah,
I think
full on, and they look better than y'all's because they will commit to it and cut their hair bald on the top. Y'all still be running around here talking about it's a protective style, knowing good and well you ain't got no edges and you ain't showed your real hair in 13 years.
I think
Okay.
it's perfectly
This
fine
is
for a
this
man
is
to wear.
yeah,
this
well,
is
you have to look
That
at the you have to look at it like you gonna be willing to take out your edges to glue something on your head, or and you gonna come out at the worst end of it, because you gonna when it's time to take that wig off, or you get older where where you have to take the wig off. How do that make you feel next to your husband or man, or your, you know what I mean? How do you feel when
I
you
mean,
say,
I use a
hand me
wig
my
grip,
wig?
so
wait.
I use a wig
Really,
grip.
I want to ask this. How do you expect someone to accept you if you're not willing to accept yourself?
Yeah, that's
And
I
I
don't
right.
think it's
mean,
thought about
about
when
it's not
and
about
I'm
self
not trying to
acceptance.
get drastic. Like, I'm not trying to be as
That's
drastic as
true.
what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this: we all have things about ourselves, whether physical, whether mental, whatever social or whatever, that we may not like about ourselves. Because we may look in the mirror and judge ourselves harsher than we actually should, instead of just enjoying the fact that you're here and just move on. You understand? I think this whole idea of um certain men getting into certain cosmetic trends for me is feminine, because
I
a
mean,
man shouldn't
I
try to
mean,
be pretty.
all right, David.
A man should not never try to be pretty.
Let's
They're
I'm
not
not
let's
trying to
trying to
be
be
prettier
pretty.
than my girl. My girl's supposed to be pretty.
listen. I ain't no caveman. I'm a handsome motherfucker out here, so I want to look nice all the time. I
Yes,
I look good.
handsome. Not
I look
okay.
good, smell good,
Okay,
David.
okay, okay. So, do you want your woman coming up to you saying that you're handsome, or you want your woman coming up to you saying that you're pretty?
I want my
or
woman to
or
come up
These
and
or
say
coming
she
up
can
to
say
you
whatever she
saying,
wants.
uh, uh, your wig is coming up.
So
Telling a
here's the
man
thing.
that your woman coming up
If
there
that's
to
what
you
makes them
saying
feel
your wig
confident, then
coming
let them
up.
do it.
Listen, here's
That's
I
the
don't want my woman
masculinity.
calling me pretty.
You got to embrace your kingness first, and embracing your kingness, saying you don't need nothing extra to add to you to be a man.
well,
So
but
you
Siobhan,
embracing your
but
manhood.
Siobhan, what if you're a man with a micro penis? You got a 1.5 inch penis.
Well,
Would you?
that's yours.
But you got a 1.5 inch penis. Wouldn't you want to go and get an implant?
No, absolutely not.
So
Even
you just gonna be walking around out here with a toddler's penis?
No, hold on. Let me adjust that. In Jamaica, we
yeah,
have a
that's
term,
it's
you
a part
know,
of
and
me,
we
isn't it?
laugh. We have a term. You see, if it's not a waist man, you're going to have to be a face man.
Go get some toys. I don't know. You go get some toys, but you shouldn't be talking about, oh, put something fake on me. That even go for
Okay.
people's strap-ons for women. Like you, if you're gonna be a woman, be a woman. I don't see how women want a woman, and they want a woman that's putting on pieces, and want to act like a dude. If you want a dude, get a dude. If you want a woman, then it seems like you will try to get one that looks like a woman and feminine, just like you, because it's men that look like men and they can do just the same thing that that woman gonna do and a little bit more.
So
So
let's
that's my
then
perspective of it.
let's explore it from this angle. Nicole, Bree,
Hmm.
if you met a man and he's handsome and he's got a hair unit on there, and y'all been dating for 3 months, and then one day you find out that he has a hair unit because it started peeling up, and you realize he got a hair unit one day. How would you feel? Would you feel betrayed?
No,
I think
because oh, I'll let you go. You go, Nicole. You go,
I
Nicole.
think
I would feel
as far
nervous.
as like when women wear wigs and weaves, it's obvious
Yeah, yeah.
most of the
Hey,
time
hey, hey,
that
but
And a bunch of
but
anxiety,
my only
Nicole,
problem
which
real
I
with
quick.
seen that.
my,
Nicole, real
yeah,
quick. They don't know that we know that, ladies, we know that you guys have something glued to the top of your head.
Oh yeah,
Okay? We
right.
know.
definitely.
So my thing is, I would only say it would only be an issue for me if you didn't make me aware of it in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to tell me because if I'm wearing a weave, you know I'm wearing a weave.
Yeah.
You know, you may
You
not
don't
know
be
what's
looking
under
for a
the
man
weave,
to have on a hair
but
unit.
you know that I'm wearing a weave. And if a man is going to wear a hair piece of for whatever the reason is, for his medical or if it's just because his hairline is pushed back, whatever the case may be, it's only fair that that's something that you need to make your partner or your potential partner aware of, because that goes with you taking away my decision to choose if
Okay.
that's something that
All
I
right.
want
Nova,
to
Yeah.
participate with.
let's dig into that. And I want to be clear. I want to be clear here. I don't care. But a man can turn that around on you and say, okay, well, this is my hair. Let's talk about your body count and see if you're taking away my decision to choose on being involved with a woman that might have a high body count. Because women don't like to answer that question. Now, me personally, I never asked that question because I don't really care. I only asked, have you ever had an OnlyFans account or an account in that nature? Yes, that's the same thing. Nova is saying you're taking away their decision because you're hiding something. That's just like you're hiding their body count. Okay. So if you have a extremely high body count to most men's standards, I personally don't give a shit. I don't care what your body count is. But if most men look at a body count and say that body count matters, and they ask you what your body count is, and they ask you what your body count is, and you say, well, I don't want to talk about that, but they don't want to talk about their hair glued to the top of their head, and you said, well, I didn't get a decision in that. I didn't get a choice. They didn't get a choice.
Well, no, because if you ask someone what their body count is and they refuse to answer that question, there there's your opportunity to choose.
Okay.
You
Well,
choose to
let's
continue
ask
to
the
want to
women.
be with me without knowing my body count, or you can choose to move forward with me without knowing my body count.
Well, then,
Like there's your opportunity to
No,
choose when
no, is that
I
logical? Now
refuse to
think
answer
about
that
that. Is
question.
that logical?
Yeah, well, if it's a small penis, yeah, I would like to know that ahead of time before I be wasting too much of my time. Because if people have preferences. I would just say that. How
See,
about your body count? That's
Yo,
just
true indeed.
it's the
all I
same
care
way.
I care about if
Okay,
you
I feel in getting to know a person. Say, for instance, you have um, you're truly seeking like an intimate partner, like somebody like you know what I mean. You're serious.
hey,
I think
I'm gonna be
open discussions are necessary. You need to be able
listen,
to
listen.
communicate as best
Listen,
Yeah, you put all
most
who
that
you
on the
women,
are.
table first.
hey, most women who have low body counts and who haven't been in long-term relationships, they suck in bed. I mean,
Um,
and they don't suck in a good way. If
Can I
if
can I
you
tell
had
you something?
if you hadn't been in a long-term relationship, right? If you hadn't been in a long-term relationship and you got a low body count, they have no clue what they're doing in bed. You're gonna have to teach them everything.
That's where you're wrong, I think. Because
So
you
you
know what?
saying
You see, when it comes
so
to the
so
body count thing, you
so
know that for every relationship that I've been in, and I'm speaking that relationship, but all right, I'm not talking about relationship. For every sexual encounter that I've had throughout my life with women, all those women I knew their body count.
Hmm?
And it
you
was
saying
and it
all of them knew
wasn't
their body count. Listen,
all of them
listen.
I
They
know my
can they
body
can tell
count,
you
and a lot of
anything.
them their body count was very high. But this is the thing, like you see, this is the thing when you want information, you have to come non-judgmental. You understand? Because say for instance, if I meet a woman and she exhibits all the qualities that I like, right? Like I said, we all have to make compromises. You understand what I'm saying? And if this person really fits you more best to where you say, and you have feelings of wanting to be with this person, you understand what I'm saying? You will avert certain things on your list because they have met the majority of things of the other things that you find more important. So say for instance, say, all right, body count was an issue for you, but this person covers a lot of other things and they were upfront about, say for instance, body count is the issue, but honesty is important. So they were honest and upfront with you about their sexual past. You
Listen,
understand? They
Rather
let me
may
you
not go
just
into
ugly and
detail.
know be able to
hold
be emotional and know how to love and know how to care for me. I don't care how ugly you are because you
on,
can be
Siobhan,
so fine and have the most ugliest personality ever and don't know how to treat a human being.
Siobhan,
So yeah.
Siobhan, all due respect, I want you to be able to give me that golf 3000 with the two-hand twist and make it disappear, Siobhan.
Oh my God.
No, but
Listen,
of course,
I
that's
don't
very
care
important.
about
That's
listen,
the thing I
Siobhan.
don't like with women.
Hold on, David. Listen, listen. If I'm gonna have to be stuck with having sex with only you for the rest of my days, you better be good at it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
If you
Absolutely.
if you're
Absolutely.
asking ladies,
Sex is a big
ladies, hold on, Siobhan,
component.
ladies, if you're asking a man to be monogamous with you, you better be good at sex.
Oh yeah, I believe so.
Don't
Yeah,
be out
they
here
don't want
talking about
they don't
I'm
want
tired of being on top. My knees hurt. You better get your ass in the gym. You better get your
Do
ass
some
in the gym. Let,
calisthenics,
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. And
work on your squat game.
I want to be very clear about something. Do not ask anyone in this life for something that you cannot provide. So, men, if you want your woman to be a tigress in bed, you better be a tiger. Ladies, if you want your man to be monogamous, you better be supplying it all the time and satisfying him all the time. Stop asking people to do stuff and then you suck at you trade them. You like, okay, I'm gonna take you from all of the women that you got right now, and we're gonna be in a relationship and we're gonna be committed.
I'm not gonna compete with one because if
Right.
that was
Well, hold on, Siobhan.
hmm
And then and then you got an excuse every other day for why you won't want to have sex. Don't do that. Don't do that. Same thing with men. Don't take a woman who's had a good sex life off the market and then you the max you can give her is 30 seconds.
well, if you can provide everything that I need, I'll get to the gym and everything else. But be
But
the
I don't think sex becomes an issue unless there's an issue in the relationship, because who's in a good relationship and everything is good but I don't want to have sex? That doesn't happen. Sex
True.
becomes an issue because I mean if I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, that is one thing that women use to control, to maintain a level of control in sex.
Yeah, women
They use
enjoy
sex.
monogamy
Yeah,
because
but
it
even
isolates a
though
man's options for sex. So if you say You can only get sex from me. Now I'm the gatekeeper for your sexual needs and wants and desires.
Correct.
So
But
if I'm upset with you, I can withhold sex. If I
correct.
want you to do something, I can use sex as leverage.
Correct.
I don't personally
I
believe
don't
in
think
that.
that's right, but it happens.
Well, I don't personally believe in that. You try to do that with me, I'll be cheating within 36 minutes.
No, I never fall into those power dynamics.
Try to do that with me. Try to do that with a real one.
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
don't. I,
I'll be
Like for
I
clapping
don't
cheeks.
me,
think
You
it's right.
everybody's sexual appetite is
Dude,
different.
but but it happens more often than not.
Yeah.
listen,
All right. Say
listen.
for instance, I
I'll
had an
tell.
ex. Let me say this real quick.
Go ahead.
I had an ex, right? And we were together for like 7 years, right?
Hey man,
And
David, make this
I
story
want
quick.
I yeah, I wanted to marry this woman, but just long story short, like in the beginning relationship, we used to have sex a lot, and my woman has a high sex drive. Now, it's not that I don't have a high sex drive; it's just that sometimes I'm tired. But even though I'm tired, sometimes like before she goes to work in the morning, I'll make it my duty, even though I don't really necessarily want to have sex that time. Blow her back up before she go to work. I'll do that like 2, 3 times a week because like when it comes down on the weekend when I'm like resting for Monday, you know what I mean? We might not do as much, may go out to eat or whatever. So in the week I make time to say, well, you know what, I'm gonna blow my girl back out this morning before she go to
So
work.
so let me say this. When you're dealing with life, when you're dealing with life, everyone gets tired. Women have bad days. Emotionally, they're spent. They don't feel like having sex. Men, it's the same thing. When I'm highly stressed, I don't feel like having sex. So that's why I keep my stress level down. Um, so those days are going to happen, and each partner needs to be considerate of the other partner when that happens. But if this is something that's happening consistently, and when I say consistently, more than twice a week, if that's happening more than twice a week, yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, ladies, something. Don't ask a man to be in a monogamous relationship with you and then take away sex. Don't do that. Don't ask a man to marry you or be in a monogamous relationship with you and then try to use sex as a leverage point. Don't do that because men experience love through sex, just like y'all need to experience a man caring about your feelings and listening to you. Men experience love and care through sex. So you do
You're
that.
hostile. It seems like somebody didn't upset you. Somebody didn't give you none.
What are you
Or
talking about, Siobhan?
I'm just
Siobhan, you better recognize. I'll bend your old ass over. You better recognize what my name is.
now
My
now.
name is Don P.
Uh,
I'm a cheek
that's
clapper
almost
of
impossible.
worldwide renown, Siobhan.
Okay,
You never
I'm
test
gonna
me.
go ahead and
I have your old ass in there
uh,
singing like you in the church choir.
oh now
Oh Lord,
oh now
Lord, you'll be in there flopping like a fish.
oh no, I don't think so.
Yeah, yes,
Um,
you will,
Um,
girl. Don't ever try
I'm
down.
built
My name,
different, cut
hey,
different.
Siobhan, my name is
ladies,
Don
be
P for a
careful.
reason.
I think you might have watched the Mac.
That
Might be
there is
talking.
a
Might
reason.
be talking.
One too many times.
Hey,
Talking to Goldie.
and when you talking about, oh, come on now, sugar, don't push my legs back too far. I ain't trying to hear that, Siobhan.
Now you done lost your tree now. Okay, but I'm not a I'm not
You
a
done stepped in your shit, ain't
I'm
you?
not a dud either.
You stepped.
Okay,
You
that's we getting all
look
personal now.
at.
Yo, Don
Okay,
P.
And my name is
Don P.
Don
You
P
had a
for a
stutter in
reason.
a while ago.
Sharon that stepped in it. Hey,
She's stuttering.
Sharon got flustered and left.
She's stuttering.
Hey, hey, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. My name is Don P. I've been in the entertainment business in Los Angeles for 21 years. If you're gonna troll me or shoot the dozens with me, you better be really good because I'm really good at this shit. Just letting you know. You can shoot it, shoot your best shot, but I'm really good at what I do. Now, I want to show y'all this. Getting to the wigs. This girl is named Mickey the Barber. Have y'all heard of Mickey the Barber?
No.
No.
All right, she used to be in LA. She's in Atlanta right now. Her name is Mickey the Barber, and she's teaching barbers all over the country all over the country. She teaching barbers to style men's hair. Let me show y'all something. This is what men are going from. I was down to talk to my doctor about Rebelsis. Hold on. Watch this. This gonna blow your mind. Let me find a good one. Look.
And after you find
This
that
is how
one,
this man
fine.
came in. Look. This is how this man came in. Now, let me show you where she
That's
takes this
makeup.
man to.
That's
Watch
not
where she
makeup.
takes this man to.
I'm all for it.
I'm going
I
for
don't
it.
have a problem
Look,
with it either.
look what she doing. Look.
Oh, you seen the beard one?
Wait a minute. Now look where this boy at now.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Look at that.
I love it.
And and I'm gonna tell you something, ladies. A lot of y'all who have been, you know why she can get it looking so good? Because the man is bald on top. So she just balls them out and keeps going. A lot of y'all women can take a lesson from this. Some of y'all, you ain't showed your
Yeah,
real
my stuff
hair in
be
20, you ain't showed your real hair in 20 years. You need to just shave that hair bald, and so your wigs will look better. Because some of y'all have not changed. You ain't shown that protective style in 22 years. So just go ahead and give it up, ladies. Shave it bald so
You
that your
reach,
wig can lay down flat.
you're reaching with that one.
But you ain't shown your real hair to the world. You ain't
now.
shown your real hair to the world in 20 years. You
Now I
talking
can
about
Don
it's a,
argue
P.
with that. I can argue with that.
it's a protective
So
Don
style.
P.
listen. So mine actually
I've
was a
slept with
protective
many a
style. I was
girlfriend.
dang David.
Go ahead, sorry.
I grew up. I wasn't taught how to take care of my real hair. We were grown. I was raised with perms and all this stuff. So now that my hair is literally damaged from childhood, I'm now trying to take care of my curls, and I'm actually am using it as a protective style. My hair is not long. I'm not saying my hair is waving down to my ass crack, but I am using wigs to help grow out my hair because I've damaged it for so long. And yes, I'm not showing it because I'm not comfortable with showing it yet because it's not the way I want it to be.
So when you gonna be comfortable with showing it?
When it looks the way I want it to look.
And when's that gonna be? When Jesus comes back to take us all to glory?
Shit,
This is
probably.
listen. This is the thing y'all say to justify wearing wigs. You don't have to have justification for wearing wigs. Cut your hair bald and make sure your wig lay all the way down. I'm tired of these floating wigs out here. Y'all got wigs floating on top of y'all damn head. Cut your
We
hair
don't want
bald.
to cut our hair. Damn. We
Why?
I
don't
don't.
want to cut our hair
Why?
I
because I'm
I
trying to grow it out. Oh, go, Nicole.
You
I'm
ain't.
sorry.
Nova, when was the last time you wore your natural hair in public?
I wear my natural hair every day.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
half
so
my
you're
also wear.
makeup
natural
is
every day.
natural.
Bree, when was the last time you wore
Yeah.
your natural hair in public?
Probably like 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
So if your hair was nice enough then 2 years ago, why can't you wear it out now?
Well, I actually lost a lot of my hair because I've gotten COVID 3 times, and I don't know if that's like a factor, but every time I got sick, I would lose a lot of hair. So I just started putting on wigs again.
All I'm saying to you guys is this. If you're a lady out here and you've been wearing wigs for 20 years, you might as well go all in. If you ain't got no edges no more and you know you ain't got no edges no more, go all in. Just shave it bald and your wig is going to look way better. Y'all saw how good this man's wig looked? Nobody won't even be able to tell.
But I mean, most girls out there, they like to wear wigs because there's certain styles and colors they just don't want to do on their natural hair, and they want to keep their natural hair as well.
So they're lazy.
They're not
Now,
lazy.
ladies, can I ask a
No.
question?
Have you that wigs are not lazy. That
At
Are
all.
they
it
not?
takes a lot of work.
No.
Yo, can I ask a question, ladies?
The
What?
installation is not
There's
that
no
is not
problem.
lazy.
There's no problem with wigs, right? You wear wigs for the aesthetic, just to look proper out, right? Now, do you think it is fair for you to go out in public with a wig on, right? Which is fine because you look good with your wig on outside, and then you're inside the house with your man, and you have
Hold
to
on a
take the
second, Dave.
wig off.
Hold on a second, David. Leisha said ballers don't have time to argue with women on TikTok Live. You're right, Leisha. So because of that, I'm going to block you because I don't have time to argue with people like you. You're absolutely right.
But to answer your question, David, like if you're open with them, oh Lord, you okay?
I'm sorry.
You're
Not until
fine.
you did that. I was 420.
Listen, listen,
Oh my.
I'm gonna tell you guys this. I'm gonna tell you guys this one last time. I have been in the music business for 21 years in Los Angeles. My mind is very sharp. If you're gonna come in and troll, you gotta do it at a high level. You just got to. We don't do anything on a low level here in this live. We do it on a high level. I'm going to embarrass you. You're gonna look bad. So if you're gonna troll, do it. You saw what happened to Siobhan. Siobhan, she impressed Eddie now. She in prayer meeting right now. Siobhan ain't had a man talk to her like that ever. She got to go pray. She got to go pray up right now. I'm telling you. I'm the wrong one. You can do it with a lot of people. I am just the wrong one. Hariti, 18.
Hi.
What do you think about men who don't have hair, who going bald, getting hair units or wigs, man wigs? What do you think about it? Now, before you say it, this guy went from this. He went from this, and when she was done with him, he ended up here. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
I think she left.
He lost her again.
That's
She
where he ended
left.
up at. So what do you think about that? For a man to be more attractive, to be more confident talking to women, more confident in himself? How do you feel about men getting man units?
Are you asking us? Cause she left.
Oh, she left. What the hell she
She
come
Yeah,
in
she's
here
gone.
for?
I think she was having technical difficulties.
Oh, technical. Hey, so it's still a no for you. What's it, Miss Ramirez? So that means you don't wear any wigs. So listen, ladies, I want to show y'all something. You can say yes or no. You can like it, you can hate it. But if you wear wigs talking about it's a no for you, you're a goddamn hypocrite. And not even a good one. You're a blatant hypocrite. That shows me who you are. Because you go outside pasting squirrels and raccoons to your head all the time.
Please.
Y'all have a new
Don P,
raccoon, a new squirrel glued to your
Ain't
head.
nobody wearing squirrels and
it is a man that does
sir.
that. Is he metrosexual?
Every
What?
weekend, y'all got a new
Is that
squirrel or
metrosexual?
raccoon pasted to y'all head every weekend. I'm gonna drop you, David. Thank
Stop.
you. Who we got in here? Chef
Deb.
Tapara. What the hell?
I am
Chef.
Deb. Yeah.
Hey man, you need to change your name. That name's terrible. But go ahead. What do you think about about men saying, hey, it's cool when
My
they do it.
phone is
It's a
getting.
problem when I do it.
So
When
for
Can you hear me?
the part
Before
of
my connection goes bad, Dan,
okay.
am I in there? Sorry.
go ahead. Yeah.
Uh,
Hurricane
okay.
18, go ahead. What do
Thank
you
you.
think?
I was gonna say, so I'm not Black American, like I was not like like you guys. I learned a lot, but my point is like we African, like African women, like from Africa that migrated. For example, we're East African, Eritrea, Ethiopia. We have like more softer hair. And what I'm trying to say is like I think it's a lot of Black American women. You like to use a lot of wigs from what I see. I think it's better if you guys could learn from a lot of African women from each African country. I could tell you that most of us, I would say, if like here we use wigs, let's call it, it would be like maybe for occasion, like weddings or something, just for a little change. Most of us we use natural hair. Trust me. Go look any African woman nation. If you have kinky hair, we all have different type of hair. But if you go to West Africa, Central Africa, South Africa, they use their curly hair. They
I think we lost her.
Oh, we lost her again.
All right, Cap, you go ahead.
All right. So yeah, I think I get her point, and I think coming to America was my first experience using a wig. And using a wig is not because I don't have good hair. It would be an emergency situation, like, oh, I'm not ready to go to work, and I need a wig. That's just my to-go-to thing. But for me to have a friend or partner, first thing I need their genetic value. And if they're bald, I need to know they're bald because I want to make sure that I'm choosing a partner that I know genetically this family has bald head. Because that's not something that just came out of nowhere. That's nature.
All right, let's ask you this.
Yes.
Ladies, how many ladies in the comments like men with bald heads? Yes or no?
Yes.
Put it
I
in there.
don't
What about you, Nova? You like men with bald heads?
Yes.
What about you, Shep? You like men with bald heads?
I don't mind at all. My family's all bald.
Okay. So, do you guys think that? How do you guys feel about men saying, "I don't want to be bald, so I want to get a hair unit"? Well, how y'all feel about that?
For me,
About
I feel an insecurity. It's not accepting yourself.
because like
I don't view it that
a
way.
lot of women say, "Well, I wear wigs. I
Mhm.
wear wigs because I have alopecia." Well, men going bald is a genetic predisposition. Men can't control going bald.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's a genetic predisposition.
Yep.
So if you can wear wigs for alopecia,
Mhm.
right? They can wear wigs for losing their hair from a genetic medical condition too, right?
Especially it makes them feel
That,
better about themselves.
Right. But let me ask you guys the question though. If you meet a guy and he's got a beautiful head of hair, and you
mhm.
find out 3-4 months down the line it's a hair unit, how do you feel? Are you like, shoot, I don't care, it looks good, he keeps it up, or are you like, I can't believe you did this to me?
Well, if he keeps it up, it's not a problem. But if I met you with this nice hair cut and then 6 months down the line you decide you don't want to do that anymore and you just stop and I didn't even know that this was a thing, then that's an issue.
Okay. So basically, it comes down to letting you know up front. So some women got stanky vagina, right? And they
Right.
don't tell you up front that they vagina stink. You be 3 dates in, and you go to manipulate down there, and you do a swipe test, and it comes back smelling like sanitation,
Listen,
garbage. I
listen,
turn like doorknobs.
listen. If a woman got a stinky vagina, her sit down air is gonna stink. You
Yeah,
gonna
but so
know
you
that.
Mhm.
can
Her
tell.
her walk by air is gonna stink. Her sit down air is you gonna know. Stinky vaginas are not. You can't conceal that.
Well,
No.
no, it has been concealed. I mean, this has happened. It's happened to me. It's happened to my friends. It's happened to a lot of men that I know. I get men hit me up. It's a man right now that saw a woman. This is why I have a 3-date sex rule, gentlemen. This is why 3 dates until you have sex, ladies. You want to go 6 months, find out he got a micro penis. I don't want to go 6 months, find out she got a stinky vagina. So at the end of the day, I got a guy that hit me up last week and was like, you know what, my boy, this is our third date. She invites me over her place. She makes food for me. I bring wine and dessert and champagne. We on the couch. We on the couch. We vibing out. She takes my hand. She pushes it down south. I start doing some manipulation with the hand technique, and I bring the hand up for a sampling, and it smells like straight sanitation, straight garbage.
I guess it's possible for that to happen, but I
It
mean,
ain't possible. It happens.
that
I
there.
think
I
like
mean,
if
any
they should,
anytime, in my opinion, like if a woman is using fragrances and perfumes and excess and all that stuff, there's that's an indication that there might be a problem. There
My
should be
man
some
said it
type
smelled
of.
like a combination of BV, sweat, and shame.
Yeah, love.
some people
She
sick.
just doesn't know vaginal health yet.
Yeah, those are just sick people. You can't
She was
compare
she was
human.
30. She was like 34 years old. Hey, Strawberry, welcome in. What's your thoughts on men going ahead and doing the same thing women are doing and gluing some hair to the top of their head?
I mean, I feel like it's fine. Like, I feel like everybody should just do what makes them happy. Like, there's some women that don't see it as a problem. There's some women that would, see that as a red flag. So for me, it's just a preference, honestly.
And what about you? How would you feel about it? So you met this man, you really like him, you 3 months deep. You met this man 3 months, like him, you 3 months deep, and one day he's like, "Oh, I gotta go to the barber shop," and you're like, "Oh, I'll come with you." He was like, "Nah, you can't come," and you were like, "Why?" He's like, "Because I got a hair unit, and I don't want you to see it." Just like women don't want men to go to the shop with them because y'all be looking hideous, and so y'all don't want men to go to the shop with you guys. So how would you feel about that? Would you feel betrayed, or you'd be like, "Well, it looks good, I don't care."
Well, I wouldn't feel betrayed. It's just at that point, if you're hiding it from me, there's an insecurity there.
Uh huh.
Yes.
So,
But when you say all women are insecure about things, for instance, if I start talking about weight on this show, women will lose their ever loving mind. There will be all kinds of gnashing of teeth, and people will be falling out of their chairs. If I start talking about weight or a fupa on here, these women will lose their ever loving mind. Don't we all have insecurities,
yeah.
But they're
right?
not afraid though. They're
Well,
there to.
that's what I'm saying. So if the man has those insecurities, I wouldn't typically go for that because honestly, if for me, if I feel like you have to do all that to, make yourself feel happy, cool, but I will honestly just have my man, just shave it all off and
But women do a
like,
lot of things to make themselves happy, do they not?
yeah.
Like you guys do makeup, and personally, I like a nice makeup. A woman that can do her makeup nice and do a glam look is a plus for me. She's a winner all day in my book.
So
You,
that's I'm sorry, but that's
women like their
basically
makeup. Y'all like your lashes. You like your eyebrows, the permanent makeup thing on your eyebrows. And the ones of you guys that get the really dope eyebrow look, man, kudos to you. That shit be looking good. I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, let me see if I can find it. The eyebrows. Um, the eyebrow look. Eyebrow, what is they call it? Permanent makeup? Let's see. I'm gonna find it for y'all. Let me find the ones that I like. If you got your eyebrows like this, I'll be looking at that shit like, damn. I'll be looking at it like, damn. Y'all know when y'all get them things just right, right? Like like when y'all get them things just right and them eyebrows are just right and they got that little gloss on there. Woo! It looks amazing. It looks amazing. Y'all like it. Y'all enjoy that stuff, right?
mhm.
Permanent makeup. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel better. You guys spend billions of dollars a year on it. So if a man want to glue some hair to the top of his head, he should be okay, right?
It should be okay, but the thing is, those conversations have to be had. Like, everybody has preference, and you have your dating rules. That's something that you make clear in the beginning when you first meet somebody that is a potential person. You make it clear that that there's 1 through 11. This is what I expect.
That shit look good.
What's going to happen.
That shit
And
look good, y'all. Her
and
eyebrows, the before and the after, her eyebrows look good. I like
I'm
that shit.
listening to
I like that. I really like it. I understand what you're saying. So, gentlemen,
so
I
I'm
guess
just saying, like, it's just those are just, you got to have those conversations, because if my preference is to not deal with that, and you don't tell me that that's what you're doing, I may be okay with it. It may not be a preference of mine, but I may be okay with it. But give me the option to choose. Just you know like you, for example, Don, when your dating rules are your dating rules, and you make that clear in the beginning, and anybody that's not willing to follow through with your dating rules, you don't you
I
we
don't
can't
date
go
them.
any further.
I don't
And
date them.
that's just the thing. Like, it's let's have those conversations. Let me know what I'm getting myself into,
Yeah, because I'm
and
upfront.
and
I
be
tell my
upfront. It's not a problem that you have it. It's a problem that you just didn't tell me that you have it, because my makeup is obvious. It's obvious I got a face full of makeup. It's obvious I don't have
Well,
24-inch
wait a
length
minute.
hair.
Wait a minute.
That's obvious.
But wait a minute. Do you guys tell men when you're wearing those body slimming suits? Do y'all tell men when you're wearing the body slimming suits, or y'all just go to have sex and y'all pop open like a can of biscuits? I,
God.
no, I'm serious. I'm serious. Do
I
y'all
don't.
tell men that you got the body suits on, or y'all wait till you gonna have sex and y'all bust open like a thing of Pillsbury Doughboy biscuits? Tell me. No, I'm
I don't.
serious. I am
I
being
think
serious, because that's what
uh,
happens. Y'all pop open like biscuits. So do
I think
I
you
can't answer
guys?
that
I
question,
I,
mean,
because I'm always
I don't
No,
hide the
seriously.
confident.
fupa. I don't hide the fupa.
No, I'm being serious. When you guys got those severe waist trainers on that makes your body look like it's an hourglass shape, and then when it's finally time for y'all to do, and you just go,
I think it's safe to say you should say that before you actually go into somebody's house, because you'll be a ghost once you get it.
yeah, I would announce it, but let me take this
Yeah,
off real quick.
guys, I
And
gotta be.
like, if they don't like it, they can leave, or I can
Right.
Well,
leave.
I mean,
but then what? Then why wear it to the date?
I
because
mean,
it makes
some you just want to look nice and
your,
smooth.
yeah, it smooths everything out.
All right. Well, I mean, I understand a smoothing out. I can understand that, but some of this stuff is a bit extreme, don't you think?
He's
Uh,
talking about like those clinchers, like the corset type
oh, the
things.
corset things. Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
I
don't
get
but I
wear
mean,
that.
some people do that as their look.
They do, but
As their look.
Yeah, like
yeah.
some people like that. Like I don't personally do it, but I do know that there's women out there that use like the corsets and those like clinchers as a like as damn near part of their outfit, basically.
I mean, I see women tucking their tummy into it. They tuck their whole tummy. I mean, it's like women who tuck their belly into their leggings, right?
Hmm?
They put their
Hold
now, why y'all trying to
No,
act like y'all
I
don't
know
know
what
what
you're
I'm
talking
talking?
about. I know what you're
Why
talking
y'all
about.
trying to act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about?
We know
I
what
know what
you're
you're talking
talking
on.
about.
about. We
Not
know
this
exactly
now.
what you're talking about.
So, like, come on now.
No.
Y'all don't want to say
I ain't gonna
nothing.
lie. I personally do. I be pulling my jeans and leggings up. I don't care. I do.
No, what I am trying to get at is
Hmm.
what I'm trying to get at is
Hmm.
if you know you stuff in your tummy inside of your
Mhm.
leggings, and then you
Mhm.
go out on a date with him, and then you get a what is it called? What is it actually called? A body what? What is it called?
What
It's
shapewear?
a body shaper,
A body, is it a body shape? It's something else.
There's waist trainer.
Waist trainer.
There's
waist
corsets.
trainer. Yeah.
Yeah. you getting a waist trainer, right?
Mhm.
And you don't say anything about it. Is that the same thing as what you're saying, Nova?
I feel like if you're trying to pose it off as your natural body, then that's a problem.
Yes, exactly. I agree with that 100%. If you I wear a body shaper in certain outfits that I just need to get a smoother look. But I don't wear that every day. I wear it for specific reasons. I wear it for the reason that they were supposed to be worn for. So, but that's I don't put those on every day. I just wear my regular self every day.
How many
So
how many ladies in the room wear waist trainers?
I've worn one before, but for like workout reasons.
Right, just a workout.
I've never had one. I probably won't have one. I don't know.
Because some of this stuff is extreme that I'm looking at. And I mean, some of this stuff is extreme. Like a man thinking that he's getting, men are very visual, right?
right.
So a man is thinking that he's getting a certain thing and he's not getting that. So when do you tell a man, hey, I I'm wearing a waist trainer? When do you tell a man that?
I guess when you would want to try
If
to
the
be intimate
conversation,
with them.
I guess
yeah,
after
or
you
the topic about my body comes up, then if people are like, I like your body, like, oh, thanks, I'm wearing a waist trainer today. Like that's the kind
I
of
don't
person
think
I
it's
am.
I don't think it's necessary to tell somebody that you just met, but after you reach a certain level and you're becoming a thing, that's definitely something you need to disclose.
Okay, well, let's bring Don in here and see what Don's got to say about it. I'm asking these questions because we need to ask these questions because there's a lot of stuff going on. Like I didn't had a woman bust open on me like a thing of biscuits before. I didn't had a woman bust open on me like a can of biscuits before. I didn't had it happen. Hey Don, what's your thoughts about men wearing um men getting hair units just like women who get wigs? What's your
I,
thoughts on that?
I think it's okay. I don't see
Okay.
nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
I like the hair. I like the beards. I think it's fly.
So now,
Listen to me. It's like another accessory. We accessorize with everything else. Like you said, we have our hair, lashes, whatever you want to use to accessorize your swag and make you look good and feel good about yourself, whether you a man or a woman, do it.
but when do you tell people though? That's the question.
Well,
When do you
I'm not about to walk around with no sign on saying, "Hey, don't look this way. I got this." That's a private situation. So if you involved with somebody, shoot, half the people that you see wearing it already got boyfriends and girlfriends or husbands and wives. So they not doing it just for the public. They doing it for themselves to look good and feel good in their clothes when they out and about.
Period.
that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But do you tell the man before you bust open like a box of a can of biscuits, or do you tell him or just let him see you bust open yourself
It depends on the
yourself?
Well,
timeline to me.
the thing is this, I used to be in that business back in the day before it became popular. I don't know if you guys remember, I was a part of the business that was selling body magics, right? And so ladies used to say to me, oh well, I look nice when I put the garment on. They look like Beyonce when they put that garment on. But when they take the garment off, they're like, "Well, what about when you take it off?" They like, because when you take it off, they're gonna see how you really look. And I'm like, "Well, how many people are you actually taking your clothes off for?" That's the question.
Hey,
So for me, it ain't about
hey,
busting open like no biscuits,
Marie,
but how many
Marie.
biscuits are you? I mean, how many people are you really getting undressed for? That's my
Well,
question.
Marie asked a good question in the comments. Marie said, "If well, she didn't ask a question, she made a statement, and I want to ask the men." Marie said, "If you really love her, it doesn't matter, man. So if you go on 2 dates with this woman, you get on the third date is going down to tonight on the third date. Y'all gonna be intimate, and you've been watching this nice Coke bottle look, this slim waist, flat tummy, nice nice butt, and then you get her in the bedroom." and she busts open like a can of biscuits. Are you cool with that, or are you going? What's going to happen, gentlemen? So we need to hear from the men on this. I can tell you what I'm going to do, but
You
I
already
want to
said
hear.
it happened to you, so I know I had to. You got to see it through, my boy.
No, you don't. I saw her to an Uber.
Oh, you put in the
I sure did.
And I
Uber.
believe that
Gotta
with
see
my
it through,
whole
my
heart.
boy. You gotta see it through, my
Oh,
boy.
y'all, no, I'm
I
asking the
believe
men.
that with my
Look, hey,
whole
look,
heart.
look, men in the comments. This is where men see. This is where men get it messed up. Now, there's a lot of these women. Look at Sean. Exit stage right. There's a lot of these men out here.
He didn't
That
say stage left. He said exit stage right. So that
right.
means
There's a
you
lot
had
of
to see it through.
listen. There's a lot of these men out here that will still hit it, and
Of
then
course they would.
they'll ghost that woman the next day. They'll
That's
ghost her.
fine. But I'm about to say somebody did say he's still eating them biscuits, right? What I'm saying to you is, for the most part, most men is going to still see it through, even if they don't want to be involved with her later on. But it then depends on how much they like the chick, whether she got the stomach or not. So it just depends, I guess.
No, listen. I just did a video about this today, man. Stop having sex with women that you don't want to be seen with in public, and sex with women that you wouldn't want to have your baby or get married to.
Right,
Now, if you went from being attracted to her, and then when she bust open like a can of biscuits, now you're not attracted to her, and you still have sex with her, you are the problem. You're a
right,
part of the problem. Why so many women feel hurt and abused and ghosted, it's you. You are the problem. Now, if you was attracted to her before she took off her waist trainer, and then she took the waist trainer off, and your attraction level went from 10 to 0, and you still have sex with that woman, you are the problem. And you're not helping yourself, and you're not helping her. I think that's wrong. I really
right.
do. What do y'all think?
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree, but I also think that it's wrong. It's wrong for a woman to present herself one way, and then just out the blue, no warning, you you become something else. Like that's you sold yourself as one thing, and then you become something else, and that's not fair either.
Let me say something to it. Listen, and thank you guys for being on the panel. I appreciate you. I'm gonna say this to the men, gentlemen. Most of your problems in this life, men, come from your eggplant. Most of the problem, most of the problems that you have in your life, men, it comes from your eggplant. If you can get control of your eggplant and say, no, I'm good, no, thank you, then you can control your whole life, your whole world to get better. A lot of you guys, there's men in here right now that's got a woman that they don't even want to be seen with out in public pregnant right now. You're in here right now. You got a woman that you do not want to be seen in public with pregnant right now. Right now. And you making a you're trying to convince her to get an abortion right now. You know how I know? Because you guys hit me and asked me what to do. Now, let's be very real here. If all of the men in the world had the attitude that I have about sex, which is you only have sex with women who are wifey material or who you would be okay with having your child, if all men did that, be a lot of y'all women that wouldn't be having no sex. I'm gonna say it again. If all men applied my sexual logic to dating and said, if you're not wife material, I would not have sex with you. If I wouldn't want you to have my child, I wouldn't have sex with you. There are a lot of women that wouldn't be getting any sex at all. A lot of women wouldn't be getting no sex at all. You guys would be dry as the Sahara Desert. I'm going to tell you, man, stop. If you don't want to invite her to Thanksgiving, she asking you about Valentine's Day and you planning on getting magically missing, you're going to get missing. She's asking you about Valentine's Day and you're going to magically get missing. Yeah, y'all know it. Man gonna make up an excuse to break up with you in the next couple of days, ladies, because Valentine's Day is 2 weeks down the road. So he gonna clap your cheeks as many times as he can within the next few days. But by February 1st, he ghosting you. By February 1st, he gonna find a reason for y'all to get into an argument. You gonna sneeze the wrong way. He gonna be like, man, I don't like the way you sneeze, man. This ain't working no more. It's coming. Men, you need to stop sleeping with those women. Valentine's Day is coming up fast, and a lot of y'all about to get ghosted, ladies. He needs to spend time with his wife. He needs to spend time with his girlfriend. He needs to spend time with his fiance. It's coming. It is coming for you. Valentine's Day is coming for you. You cannot escape it. You cannot get around it. And some of y'all done stoop so low to where you sending flowers to yourself now. Women sending flowers to themselves now for Valentine's Day, pretending this came from a man. I got a meeting to go to. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it.